ಹಾಯ್ ಹಲೋ ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟಿವ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಯೂಟ್ಯೂಬ್ ಚಾನಲ್ಗೆ ಸ್ವಾಗತ. ಸೊ ಇವತ್ತಿನ ವಿಡಿಯೋದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಡ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ಇಯರ್ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ KCET ಫಾರ್ ದ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ರಿಲೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ನ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಸೊ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಫ್ಯೂ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ಸ್ಗೆ ನಾನು ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಇನ್ನು ಯಾರ್ಯಾರು ವಿಡಿಯೋ ನೋಡಿಲ್ವೋ ಸೊ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ವಾಚ್ ದಟ್ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಅಂಡ್ ಕಮ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಟು ದಿಸ್ ವಿಡಿಯೋ. ಸೊ ನಾನು ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಹೇಳ್ದಂಗೆ ಈ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ನೋಟ್ ಡೌನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಇಟ್ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ಸ್ ಟು ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ದ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ಸ್. So last video that I have stopped till 2020 fifth question 2023 ನಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದಿರುವಂತ fifth question ಗೆ stop ಮಾಡಿದೆ. Now I will be continuing with the sixth question. So you could see the sixth question. They have given f of x is equal to 3x square minus 5 and g of x is equal to x by x square plus 1. So basically they are asking you to find out what is g composition f. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಸಿಕ್ಸ್ತ್ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಬೇಸಿಕಲಿ ಅಬೌಟ್ ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಜಿ ಕಾಂಪೋಸಿಷನ್ ಎಫ್ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ದರ್ ಆಸ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ಯು ಟು ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಜಿ ಕಾಂಪೋಸಿಷನ್ ಎಫ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಸಿಕ್ಸ್ತ್ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ನಾವು ಹೌ ಡು ಯು ಫೈಂಡ್ ಜಿ ಕಾಂಪೋಸಿಷನ್ ಎಫ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್? ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಜಿ ಆಫ್ ಎಫ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ is equal to g of, what is the value for f of x given here? 3x square minus 5. So that means this complete value acts as x for the next function. Andre, so g of x, this complete thing is x. In the function g of x is equal to x by x square plus 1. So now in the this is acting as an x. So what is in the place of x here? G of x is x by x square plus 1. See, look at here, it is x by x square plus 1. So now in the place of x, we'll replace this function given here. So it will be 3x square minus 5 divided by 3x square minus 5 whole square plus 1. So this is equal to, so you don't have to simplify it throughout. ನಿಮ್ಗೆಲ್ಲ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ನ್ಯೂಮರೇಟರ್ 3x square minus 5 ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಯಾವ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹಂಗಿದೆ ನಿಮಗೆ? ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಬಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಡಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಇವೆರಡರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಅಂತ. ಈಗ ಡಿನಾಮಿನೇಟರ್ ನೋಡಿ, 9x power 4 minus 30x square ಇದೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ 9x power 4 minus 6x square ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ವೆನ್ ಯು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ದಿಸ್ ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ a minus b whole square ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ, a ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ 9x power 4 ಬರುತ್ತೆ, b ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ 25. ಓಕೆ, ಅಂಡ್ 2ab, 2 into 3x square into 5. So 2 3s are 6, 6 5s are 30. So you'll get minus 30x square. So ಹಾಗೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಯಾವ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ minus 30x square ಅಂತ? ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಬಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್, ನೀವೇನ್ ಫುಲ್ ಮಾಡೋಷ್ಟು ನೆಸೆಸಿಟಿ ಇರಲ್ಲ. ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ದ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಹಿಯರ್. ಸೊ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಬಿ is the correct answer for sixth question. So ನೀವು ಜಸ್ಟ್ ನೀವೇನ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಯಾವ್ದು ಎಲಿಮಿನೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಯಾವ್ದನ್ನ ಟಿಕ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ನೀವು ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. Okay, so next we'll move on to the next question, seventh question. It's very simple. A set X contains, capital X contains 7 elements. So let us take M is equal to 7. So number of elements in set X is 7. And set Y contains 8 elements. So number of elements in set Y is 8. So I'll take it as N is equal to 8. The number of bijections from X to Y. X ಇಂದ Y ಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು bijection mapping ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ 1 1 ಮತ್ತೆ on to mappings ಎಷ್ಟಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. You can make use of one simple easy trick here. Suppose bijection mapping ಮಾಡುವಾಗ M and N value equal ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ then the number of bijection map will be 0. So ಇದಕ್ಕೆ M ಮತ್ತೆ N value equal ಇಲ್ಲ. So the answer for this question is option A, 0. Suppose ಏನಾದ್ರೂ M is equal to N ಆಯ್ತು, for example it is equal to 7 ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ, ಎರಡೂನು ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ 7 ಇದ್ರೆ the answer will be 7 factorial ಅಂದ್ರೆ n factorial. So ನಾನು ಈ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾಸ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಬಿಗಿನಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ, just go through that. So for this question the answer is 0. So next we'll move on to 8th question. So they have given that a is equal to x belongs to R, or x is not a positive integer, and f from a to R is f of x is equal to 2x divided by x minus 1. They're asking you whether it is 1 1 onto, that is injective, surjective, bijective or neither. So let us first start with 1 1 function. So 1 1 function ಗೆ already ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ. Test for 1 1, either if it is strictly decreasing or increasing, you will be telling that it is 1 1 function ಅಂತ. So let us find out what is f dash of x. You will apply uv rule. So this will be u value and this is v. So u dash, differentiation of this will be 2 into v, x minus 1 minus v dash is 1 into u divided by x minus 1 whole square. So this is equal to 2x, multiply 2 inside, 2x minus 2 minus 2x whole divided by x minus 1 whole square. So plus 2x minus 2x get cancelled. You are left out with minus 2 by 2 minus 2 by x minus 1 whole square. So denominator is always positive since you have whole square irodrinda. Because even if you give negative value for x, nimge positive answer barutte. But numerator ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿದೆ -2. This implies it is less than 0. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತಿದೆ, it is strictly decreasing. So strictly decreasing ಅಂತ ಬರ್ತಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, so obviously it is 1 1 ಅಂತ. So you came to know it is 1 1. ಯಾವ್ದು eliminate ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ? Option B and option D is eliminated. ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ not injective and neither ಅಂತ. So now we'll go with A and C. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು on to check ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಈಗ will come to know whether it is bijective or not. ಈಗ on to ಹೆಂಗ್ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ? So y is equal to 2x divided by x minus 1. So cross multiply, yx minus y is equal to 2x. So yx minus 2x is equal to y. Take out x common. Y minus 2 is equal to y. So x is equal to y divided by y minus 2. Suppose if I take y is equal to 2, what will be the answer for x? X is not defined. ಈಗ ನಾನು y is equal to 2 ಕೊಟ್ಟರೆ 2 minus 2 0 ಆಯಿತು. So x is not defined. That means there is no what 2 does not act as an image for any element in the x. So x ಅಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಯಾವ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟು 2ಗೆ 2 ಅನ್ನೋದು ಯಾವ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟಿಗೂ ಇಮೇಜ್ ಆಗಿ ಆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. So that does not obey the definition of onto. So this function is not onto. So 2ಗೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಯಾವ ಪ್ರೀ ಇಮೇಜ್ ಎಕ್ಸಿಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಯಾವ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟು x ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲ. So that 2 acts as an image for that anta. So that means which option is correct? It is injective but not surjective anta. So next, moving on to the next question. A relation R on the set 1, 2, 3 be defined by R is equal to 1, 1. Then R is, this is very simple. Reflexive ಆಗ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ you should have 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. But ಇಲ್ಲಿ 1, 1 ಮಾತ್ರ ಇದೆ, so it is not reflexive. And then not reflexive ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ್ದು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ನಿಮಗೆ? Option A, option D, it went off. ಈಗ we'll check for symmetric. Symmetric ಏನ್ ಹೇಳುತ್ತೆ? A, B ಇದ್ರೆ B, A ಇರಬೇಕು. So A, B ನೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ B, A ಗೆ you're not supposed to check ಅಂತ. So by default it will be symmetric. Transitive ಏನ್ ಹೇಳುತ್ತೆ? A, B ಇರಬೇಕು, B, C ಇರಬೇಕು. So you should have A, B, B, C belongs to R. B, C belongs to R. Then you'll go and check for A, C belongs to R. ಇವೆರಡೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಇದನ್ನ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆನೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. So that you will write that it is transitive ಅಂತ. So now in the given question, you don't have A, B, then there is no A, B belongs to you. You don't have to check for B, A. And then you don't have these two conditions. You don't have to check for A, C. Then this means it is symmetric and transitive. Option B is the correct answer. Not option A. It is option B is the correct answer. Option B. Option B is the correct answer and option A is the wrong one. Okay. So next we'll move on to the next question. Okay. So A is equal to x such that x belongs to n where x is less than or equal to 5. Okay. So now x is less than or equal to 5 and b is equal to x belongs to z such that x square minus 5x plus c is equal to 0. Then the number of onto functions. So it's very simple. ನೋಡಿ ನೀವು ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ಇದನ್ನು ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ಒಂದು ಶಾರ್ಟ್ ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಇದೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ. ಈಗ a is less than x less than or equal to 5 ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ? 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. ಸೊ ಸೆಟ್ ಬಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ? ಒಂದು ಕ್ವಾಡ್ರಾಟಿಕ್ ಈಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ವೆನ್ ಯು ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿಫೈ ದಿಸ್ ಕ್ವಾಡ್ರಾಟಿಕ್ ಈಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ 2 ರೂಟ್ಸ್. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಈಗ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಮೈನಸ್ 5x ಪ್ಲಸ್ 6 ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ, ಸೊ ಇಲ್ ಗೋ ವಿತ್ ಸ್ಪ್ಲಿಟ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಮಿಡಲ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಮೆಥಡ್. ಸೊ 6x ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, 2 3s. ಸೊ you will get 6x square is split as minus 2x minus 3x. So easy ನೀವು ಹೆಂಗೆ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ? x is equal to plus 2 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. It will change their sign and here x is equal to plus 3. So 2, 3 is the set for B. So then number of elements of A ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ? 5 ಇದೆ. ಹಾಗೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ m is equal to 5. Number of elements of B ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ? n is equal to 2. They're asking you to find number of onto functions. ಸೊ ಎಷ್ಟು onto functions ಇದೆ ಅಂತ. So on two functions ಗೆ ನೆನ್ಪಿಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, whenever n is greater than or equal to 2 ಇದ್ರೆ, then the on two function is given by the formula 2 power m minus 2. Remember this very important formula. Whenever n is greater than or equal to 2, onto function is given by 2 power m minus 2. So this implies 2 power 5 minus 2. So 2 power 5 is 32 minus 2, which is equal to 30. So option B is the correct answer. So 30 is the answer. If you remember this one small formula, you will be able to find out what is the answer for the given question. So next we'll move on to the next question, that is 11th question. So f from r to r and g from 0 comma infinity, close interval 0 comma infinity to r, defined by, and basically positive real numbers. F of x is equal to x square and g of x is equal to root x. Okay, which one of the following is not true? First option in ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ g composition f of 4. Okay, let us do that. G of f of 4. Okay, this is equal to g of f of 4 andre 4 square, which is equal to g of 16. So if you take g of 16 root 16, which is equal to 4. So done with the first option. Second one, that means it is true, whatever the answer is given. F of g of 2, f of g of 2, f composition g of 2, which is f of g of 2 is root 2, because g of x is root x, g of 2 will be root 2. So f of x is x square, so root 2 whole square. So the answer will be 2. So option B is also correct. Now let us check with option C. F of g of minus 4, which is equal to f of g of minus 4 under root minus 4. Now look at this, root minus 4. So our domain for g of x is closed interval 0 comma infinity. But to real numbers, you are getting root minus 4, which does not belongs to real numbers at all. So it real numbers ke belong agodilla. So that means which is the option which is incorrect here? Option C. You cannot define, then how can you get an answer for it? F composition g of minus 4 here. So then option C is incorrect. Option C is not the correct option given in this. So you will mark it as option C. So next we'll move on to the 13th question and easy question. ತುಂಬಾ easy question ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ because direct formula basis ಮೇಲೆ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ 13th question. Let f comma g from r to r be two functions such that 12th question. I'm sorry, not 13, 12. A set having 6 distinct elements. Okay, then number of elements of A is 6. I'll take it as m. The number of distinct elements from A to A, andre A ಇಂದ f from A to A define ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ. So number of elements here is 6 and the number of elements here is also 6. Then they're asking you to find bijection. Andre m is equal to, and already ಹೇಳ್ದಂಗೆ previous problem ಅಲ್ಲಿ, so you got m is equal to n here. But they're asking you about not bijections. Bijections anta ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ m equal to n, you will apply the formula. Not bijections andre total function minus number of bijection functions. So ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ, total functions ಇಂದ bijections remove ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ you will get not bijection. So what is the formula to calculate the total function is n power m, and number of bijection functions is n factorial. So since n and m are equal here, you get 6 power 6 minus 6 factorial. So this is number of not bijection functions. So 6 power 6 minus 6 factorial, and this is the formula which is very important. Number of functions is n power m and number of bijections is n factorial, since m is equal to n. So which is the option, right option here? Option C, 6 power 6 minus 6 factorial. Okay, so now moving on to the next question. That is 13th question. F comma g from r to r defined by f of x is equal to mod x plus x, and g of x is given by mod x minus x. Okay, they're asking you to find f composition g of x for x less than 0. Remember, mod x definition is given as it is x for x greater than or equal to 0, and minus x if x is less than 0. So the given condition is x less than 0. So modulus x will be minus x. Now let us take the composition. F of g of x is equal to f of g of x is mod x minus x. So now this is f of x. It acts as the value of x for the function f of x. So wherever you have x, replace with this completely. You get mod of mod x minus x plus mod x minus x. So when you remove the modulus here, mod x minus x plus mod x minus x. So since x is less than 0, the modulus function will be equal to minus x. So the modulus function mod x is replaced as minus x, and here as it is plus, again here minus x, and here x. So when you add all of them, you get minus 4x. So F composition g of x is minus 4x, which is option C. So hope you all are getting what we are discussing here. So just you have to understand the concept and start doing it. Next 14 question, I think you all will be able to do now. It's very simple. Just finding out the composition function. Just substitute the values of f of x and g of x and find out. Try it in your notebook. Just give it try in your notebook. So next comes, so next the function is f of x is equal to f of x, 14th question, f of x is equal to 8x cube and g of x is equal to x power 1 by 3. They're asking f composition g of x, so we'll write it as f of g of x, which is equal to f of x power 1 by 3, because g of x is x power 1 by 3, and here in the place of x replace this 8 x power 1 by 3 whole cube, because only in the place of x you are replacing x power 1 by 3. So this is your x whole cube. So this is equal to 3 gets cancelled, 8x. That's it. It's very simple. So you will get option C, 8x as the answer. So next we will move on to 15th question. 15th question. Oh, it's very simple. See, f of x equal to x power 4 and f from r to r. Look at the power. What type of function it is? It's an even function. X power 4 is an even function. To make you understand, let us take f of 1. Answer will be 1 power 4, which is 1. F of minus 1, which is minus 1 power 4, which is 1. And that means you are getting f of 1 is equal to f of minus 1. But 1 is not equal to minus 1. So what does this imply? This is not 1 function. It is not 1 function. So now similarly, if you check for onto function, if you check for onto function, what you will get is codomain given here is real numbers. Okay, codomain is real numbers, but whatever the value you give, even if you give negative values, you will be getting positive. That means range, you'll always get positive real numbers. Codomain is real numbers and range is positive real numbers. So what does this implies? Codomain is not equal to range. So if codomain and range are not equal, the function is not onto. So it is neither 1 nor onto. Option B is the right answer. Neither 1 nor onto. Okay. So now let us move on to the next question. Let us move on to the next question. 16th one, very simple. They have given f of x is equal to 2x plus 6. So you'll write let y is equal to 2x plus 6. You are supposed to find f inverse of x. So just interchange x and y here. X is equal to 2y plus 6. X minus 6 is equal to 2y. So x minus 6 by 2 is equal to y. So this implies y is equal to, separate the terms here, x by 2 minus 6 by 2. So y is equal to x by 2 minus 3. So basically here you have f of x is equal to y. This implies x is equal to, sorry, f of y is equal to x. So f of y is equal to x. So y is equal to f inverse of x. So the value of y is nothing but f inverse of x, which is x minus 2 by 3. X minus 2, x by 2 minus 3. So which is the option correct here? Option A, x by 2 minus 3. Option A. Option A is the correct answer. X by 2 minus 3. So if they ask you f inverse of x, it is x by 2 minus 3. Suppose what if they ask you f inverse y, it will be y by 2 minus 3. Just interchange the terms of x and y, you will be getting the answer. So this is for today's class. In the next classes, I will be discussing about few more questions which is left out, and we'll complete the chapter of relations and functions, and then we'll move on to further chapters. And if there is any specific chapter which you are in need of a CET, let me know in the comment section and share these videos to those who are in need of. Thank you everyone.